The girl only glanced into the well, when a golden statue suddenly emerged from it. She pulled the statue up with all her might, only to find it looked extremely lifelike, as if it had been refined from a real person. To check if it was pure gold, she bit the statue's finger hard and confirmed it was solid gold. The girl was overjoyed at once, planning to exchange the golden statue for a large sum of money to improve her life. So she dragged the golden statue back to her small hut and slept with it in her arms that night. In her sleep, her saliva soaked the statue, and the parts touched by the liquid faintly glowed with golden light. Late at night, the golden statue suddenly floated into the air. The girl was awakened by the bright light and watched as the statue's outer layer peeled off layer by layer, revealing human skin underneath. The girl watched helplessly as the golden statue turned into a man. The man looked himself over and then at the shabby hut, finally fixing his gaze on the girl. The girl froze for a moment before suddenly realizing what had happened. She panicked, thinking the man was a monster. The man looked displeased and revealed his identity as an immortal. He explained that he had been ambushed and framed, which was why he had been sealed into a golden statue. Knowing he possessed special powers, the girl decided to comply with the man's requests for the time being. In the following days, the man found that his divine power was exhausted, and he was no different from a mortal, feeling hungry and cold. The girl realized the man only had good looks but no practical survival skills. The once golden treasure had become a burden she had to take care of. One day, when the girl returned home, the door was kicked open violently. Her bullying second uncle broke into the hut and spotted the man inside at a glance. The second uncle had evil intentions, falsely accusing the girl of hiding a stranger and claiming he would take away her only iron pot. The girl stepped forward to stop him, clinging tightly to her only possession. Enraged, the second uncle raised his hand to beat the girl, but the next second, the second uncle was restrained by an invisible force, his face filled with terror. The man had stood up at some point, his golden eyes cold. With just a glare, he struck fear into the second uncle, leaving him frozen in place. The man released his imposing aura, and the second uncle knelt down to beg for mercy before fleeing in panic. Watching this scene, the girl's opinion of the man changed completely. She realized the man was not a burden, but a protector she could rely on. Just as the girl was about to thank him, the man staggered and fell straight backward. She hurried to support him and found his skin was turning into gold. The girl was terrified, fearing the man would turn back into a golden statue again. The man slept for a whole day and night before slowly regaining consciousness. After waking up, the man told the girl about his condition. His divine power was drained, and he needed treasures to heal himself. Using his power earlier had used up his last bit of strength. Hearing this, the girl decided to go into the mountains to hunt for treasures. In the early morning of the next day, the girl took the man and headed into the deep mountains with tools on her back. Though weak, the man still retained his spiritual sense. He sensed spiritual energy and pointed the girl to the treasure's location. The girl dug according to the man's guidance, and a ginseng plant emerged moments later. After checking, the girl found it was a wild ginseng over 100 years old. The girl was thrilled, carefully put the ginseng away, and trusted the man completely. Before the two could celebrate, a loud noise came from the forest. A ferocious wild boar, drawn by the spiritual energy, charged toward them. The girl grabbed the man and ran desperately through the forest to escape the boar's pursuit. The girl knew the mountain terrain well. She led the man over a mound to hide, and the boar fell due to inertia, losing the ability to resist. The girl seized the opportunity to kill the boar, completely resolving the crisis. They then took the ginseng and the boar back to the town. The wild boar meat was sold at a high price, and the 100-year-old ginseng fetched 100 taels of silver. Holding the huge banknote, the girl was filled with joy and excitement. She took the man to a restaurant and ordered a lavish meal to improve their lives. However, their actions were noticed by the unscrupulous restaurant owner. Coveting the girl's money, the owner secretly sent thugs to follow them. As soon as the two left the town, they were blocked by hooligans in an alley.